Hey guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing today? And we've done it. 3 days of the chicken. That's right, chicken. We are winning. Winner, chicken dinners all around. Everybody's having chicken this weekend. But I hope you guys did great in the market. Even in some of those down days this week, we had up days, but especially today, and had 2 excellent days this week. So very exciting to finally have a winning week. It seems like it's been forever. Oh God, I mean, it's depressing a little bit, when you're just got like 8 days of getting your teeth kicked in the markets, But finally making a nice comeback. Everything's going as planned. And like I said, if we can get CCIB into the 20s, this thing could hold and could start to go. We could really see some great upside this coming week. So hopefully everything continues and everything looks really good. But the real question is, can anyone guess how much money I made today in the market? That is the real question. Bermuda, so already got a guess, $85,000. Thank you for the $2 super chat. But what do you guys think? How much did the Raja make today in this market? And what a day in the markets. If you guys have been following along, cryptocurrencies, guys, if you haven't seen that today, Bitcoin came way down yesterday and way off its highs of 64,000, as low as 47,000. I may be even looking to start buying some cryptocurrency again. Dogecoin way off its 42 cents, high 43 cents. But the safe moon is the only one that has bounced back from the 0.004 cents to back to 0.0006 cents. So I don't know. Is the world turning to the safe moon? I don't know. But what do you guys think? We got a 230,000, 540,000. I like that one. Hopefully, unfortunately, I don't think I got that high. Jeff, 500,000. 700,000. That'd be awesome. Melissa, 278. We got Ren Slots, 185. God, you guys have no faith in the Raja. Only 180s. Dez says, we got here 202, 100. Very specific. Iservis, 370,000. Scott Friedman, 269. Where are your guys' guesses? RG Slots, 123K. Brian at Denver Slots, another profitable day. Well, yes, it was profitable. We're guessing how much I made today in the market. Now, see, Penny D knows because she's part of our Patreon group. Because in my Patreon group, that is where I put all my trades in real time and all of the end of the day reports and everything. Mitchell Pilot, $5 super chat, $1 billion. Hopefully, one day I can say that we made $1 billion. Charlie, one of our YouTube sponsors who stands out in the chat, has access to those really cool emojis, says 420. I like that one. I wish I would have made that on April 20th. Lamb says 190K. Steven, $222. Dark Web, 150K. Well, let's take a look. I'm not going to make you guys wait any longer. And if anyone guessed, which no one did, $312,000, you are correct. You're the winner. So, had a great day. Unfortunately, only one stock was down, which was CTYX. Take a look at what we had. IDEX today was up. Jaguar, God, I'm kicking myself for not buying those at the $1.25 and holding on to them. I made a little money on it. I'm just happy it's coming back. You know what? Runs 2 more points, get the hell out of this thing. But, the news is looking good. This Dragon SPAC maybe in May or June now, they're saying. So, hopefully, it'll start sneaking up. It sneaks up another $1, it's another 80 grand. IDX, this is the one I need to get a lot higher. It's terrific it's coming back from, God, where it went. But if we're going to write the calls again, we definitely need it a little bit higher so that we can, keep it going, and stuff. But, definitely looking good, and stuff is, like I said, so much excitement going on. But IDX, we need a little higher so we can write some calls. We still have a couple of weeks left. Iservis, $2 super chat. I was close. You are very close. So Jaguar was up, like I said, a nice day. CTYX, of course, unfortunately, was down a little bit, but it did hit a high today of 15.5 cents. So, I don't know, but that's a bad sign when it hits 15.5 cents and then bounces all the way down and closes near its, near the lower end of the day. So hopefully this one continues the momentum, like to get it back up and keep it going. This is one of the research team's hot picks. They said it still has a lot of room, still to hold on to the core. It did bounce off those 8, 9, 10, 11 cents pretty quickly. So hopefully it keeps coming. I got 500,000 shares of it. I would love to see this thing at 20 cents, and it will be a very good trade for me. But let's take a look at other stuff. And then, of course, CCIB up 89 cents today. And this one, too, today got all the way as high as $20.73. It bounced around. If you look at the one-day chart on this, I mean, it got going today, kind of come down. I was like, oh, God. Then it got going again, and all of a sudden back down. I was like, just go. Just give it to us. Give us $1 or something. Give us $2. So, but yeah, terrific day. So very happy with it. This one trade we made earlier in the week, we basically made the full 12,000. Well, it's still $100 left, but we'll make the full $12,970 on this trade, pure profit. So what that means is I didn't buy these contracts back. They're going to expire worthless. That will also free up this $256,000 in margin buying power, so we can write some more, a couple hundred contracts again next week if we want to make extra money. But finally, one good trade, pure profit on that one. These ones, so we are way ahead on these, but that's because we rolled them out, and like I said, we'll just keep rolling them out. The nice thing is as it gets closer to the strike price, there's finally some more volatility and premium in those options. So if we do have to write them out again, or I choose to do that, there'll be another, maybe instead of, 15, 20 cents, it could be 40 or 50 cents. If this goes, let's say CCIB was at like $22, the 24, there's going to be like a 40-cent premium, 40 or 50 cents. So the further out it goes, the better the premium is, so that you can, you will make more. Like I said, this is like a progressive jackpot. We're just going to keep writing this out until it hits that $24, $24.50, and $25. Or I'll just take the stock in and then I'll just sell calls against it, kind of like what we've done on IDEX. So, but I haven't decided that's what I want to do. I'm still watching this one. Like I said, I think this one's got a great opportunity. I think it could be $30. That's why one of the reasons I may take it in or do something with it. So ItService says, can you pull the profit out if you want? So, I mean, so one thing is right now, if I wanted to, I could close out all these positions and I would have, well, obviously the market's closed right now, but if the market was open and everything was right, how it sits right now, I close everything out, I have $5,825,000 in cash. Yeah, so there's no time limit. Now, if this expires, so let's say next Friday on 4/30, if CCIB was at $24.01, and this $923,000, or excuse me, there's $715,000 left on that trade. So if CCIB on Friday is $24.01, that $715,000 will be zero. I make $715,000 on this trade this week. Now, if CCIB is, let's say, $22, I would make about $300,000 more, or on 2,000 contracts, I'd make about $300,000 more dollars. I would have to roll it out and make some more money on the rollout, or I could just close the position and be done with it, and I'd have, instead of 5.8 million, it would be like 6.1 million. But yeah, it's very flexible. We can do what we want when we want, and stuff moves very well. So definitely looks good. But you guys are also probably wondering, how is Kenny and the research team doing? Well, let's take a look. They had a terrific day too, up $4,300, so almost up to $96,000. So on a comeback trail. The last 2 days, or last 3 days, both of us the last 3 days have been strong, making strong rallies. So we are back in the profit zone. Kenny is on his way to getting the research team back to the $100,000 starting point, and hopefully it's going to, they're going to do gangbusters. They had one huge one. How many ladies are watching and love shoes? Well, even the guys too. You guys like shoes? Well, this was their big hit. Good Vibrations shoes. They started buying this one when this thing was 4 cents. If you guys have been watching them, so they started buying it on Tuesday at 0.0048 cents. And now today it's 0.17 cents. So you talk about the big winner, the home run one. Right there. Every once in a while you get lucky and you get one of those. But just huge. I mean, look at this thing, the 5-day chart of this. Just imagine, like, put $1 million into that. Whew. But so just a terrific hit on him. But yeah, back to the research team. Just to recap, Kenny and the research team up $4,300. Also, because I know there's confusion with some of the people, all my trades I put in real time on our Patreon page. If you're a Patreon member, and any of you guys can join our Patreon group to get our trades in real time. Just go to Patreon.com/Raja Makes Money, and the link's in the bottom. Kenny and the research team and everyone else, they have the Facebook Raja Makes Money private page, not fan page, private page. So that is where all those trades go, and that's where Kenny is putting everything from him and the research team, plus helping you guys with any of your questions. So please, if you join Patreon, make sure you get added to the private group. I can't stress that enough, because people keep saying, where do we see these trades from Kenny and the research team? That is where they all are. So. Doug A. Short sellers have been pushing CCIB lower. The previous shorted sales were just under 14 million. The current shares that are being shorted is just under 33 million. So not sure about that. Really doesn't matter. What I think you could have had happen is you have some people who may have owned stock. They're buying in the pipe at $15 a share, and they just blasted it and said, you know what, we're going to own this thing for 15. If it's 18, 19, 20, 21, we can get out of it and buy it back at 15. Sometimes those pipes are when companies have secondary offerings at lower prices, that does affect the stock. But you have to remember, the people who buy in on that pipe, they're locked up until at least September. So we have a big head start on them. And CCIB itself, who obviously owns a lot of stock at a lot lower price, they're locked up for 18 months. So like I said, if you like Tesla, if you like Tesla when it was $50, if you like Tesla when it was $20.50, you're gonna love CCIV at $20.50. This thing, like I said, this thing could make us millions of dollars in the next month or two. So huge potential. But just to recap on Kenny and the research team today, let me give you guys a full screen so you can see it better. PBSP, 3s and 4s still holding. AAG 6 and 7 still core. New 10s and 11, a boomer still holding the core. Seek 8s and 9s still holding core. GVSI, which was their big one, their big boomer, over 100%er. PLYZ, they like WWIO, they like SMAA, ATYG, GGII, they like CTYX, that's the one that I'm also in, they said to keep holding. PTOP, still a core. TMGI, that's a new one they just started. TXTM is another new one they just started. ENRT just started. EFIR, they're still holding. WRIT, they're just waiting for a big boom soon on that one. So hopefully they get it. Because like I said, we want nothing more than Kenny and the research team to make a lot of money. So Adam says you're going to get some XRP. I've been looking at what cryptocurrency. I'm watching the Bitcoin. I'm watching them all because where does it make sense? What's going to go up the most? And honestly, I think Bitcoin could see low 40s again before it bounces. So I'm watching it. If I see Bitcoin down around 45,000, I'm going to jump in and buy us a couple of coins. So it'll definitely be interesting. XRP, the thing is, at the end of the day, and this is what you have to look at, is what coin at the end of the day is going to be worth the most, have the most movement, and actually really has value that people can use and do something with. The problem is these other coins have no value. None of these coins really have any value except, in fairy dust, but at least Bitcoin and some of those, have a higher holding. So it'll definitely be interesting. I think, and I think that's what also fueled the market, as well as there's a couple of other things. A lot of these Bitcoin guys, and a lot of they're younger people. I mean, there's older ones too, but a lot of the younger ones, I don't think they understand tax implications and that you actually have to pay taxes. A lot of people made a lot of money and then they just went out and blew it all. And I'm not talking about the people, a guy made, first of all, a guy makes, all of a sudden made $10 million. Now those, $2 million could owe $4 million in taxes if, they make all these changes. And they probably still have some money left unless they just went haywire. But a lot of people who, let's say, made $100,000 and they went out and maybe they paid off all their bills or they just went and partied, went to the nightclubs, they don't have that money left. They're going to get a big tax bill and not know what to do, and they're going to start chasing this. And also, before they knew it, while they're chasing it with what little money they have less, because people always think if you've done it once, you can do it twice, you can do it 10 times. It doesn't, unfortunately, work like that. Bitcoin is not going to probably be $4,000 again, where you can buy one coin or 10 coins or something for $40,000, and it goes to $60,000, and now you have 600 grand, and you go, wow, I just made $500,000. Now you've blown your money. Let's say you only have $10,000 or $20,000 left, so you're going to start chasing all these other cryptocurrencies, and you're just going to be, it's going to be whack-a-mole. A lot of people are going to get destroyed, and it happens all the time. So Joe says, hi Raja, HCMC, lots of chatter about this mega lawsuit with Philip Morris. Worth jumping in. But let's take a look at it. HCMC. So what Kenny and the research team think of that one? Healthier choices. I think this is the one, we've looked at this one a few times now. you know, um, anything, just see if there's anything new. Um, it's from being as high as 6 cents and now it's down to 1 cent. It's definitely a cheap one. It is on the boards a lot. Kenny and the research team say, but I don't know. Me personally, a lot of people are playing it, but it's also way down. So this is one if you have some money, $500,000, at 1 penny. It's probably not too bad. If it goes to 6 again, you make 600 times your money. So I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't come in and buy a large position in this, but for a couple of $100, maybe you can double, triple your money pretty quickly. But it does get a lot of attention and definitely is on the boards a lot. So just be careful. And as the research team says, always they love dips. So if there's a good dip like now from the highs, buy on it and Jack B nibble. So. Hey Raja, have you thought about getting back into Apple soon? Blue Acquisitions asks. Yes, I have, and in some of my other accounts, I actually am playing Apple. Apple, it's gonna be interesting with earnings coming up. A lot of companies are having some blowout earnings and they're getting destroyed, and a lot of companies are having some horrible earnings and they go up. I don't know. Apple is sneaking up there again, 134, almost 135. Its high was 145. It's 10 points away. Definitely, I loved it at 118, 119, 120. At 135, it's definitely a lot trickier. It's also the premium and the volatility in the options isn't there right now. And when the stocks are moving 2-3 points up and down and you have 5-point swings, you have to go far away to make money, and that makes it very tough. So if let's say I wrote 1,000 contracts on Apple at the $130 strike price, and you're only going to get 50 cents, it's $50,000. This thing drops 5 points, you've lost 50 grand at 129. And if it stays above it, you only make 50 grand. So it's shopping the best premiums. Now that they've changed so many of the margin requirements, it definitely makes it a lot harder to pick what looks the best and stuff. So. But what other stocks are you guys playing? What's your guys' favorite cryptocurrencies? I'm curious. What did you guys make? Hopefully you guys all made a lot of money today in the markets. What was your favorite ones to play? JT Moore says NSAV. You're welcome. Of course, there's no information with it. I can only imagine why this is such a great one. Of course, it's down today. So, thank you so much for giving us one that is down today. Why is this one any good? I could only imagine. 0.01 cents. The high is 6 cents for 52 weeks. Looks like the 6th day. If I was looking at this one, I would be getting out of it. This is here. This is your here. This is your little run up from the news, and this is where it tanks and goes straight back down to right here, where it is basically worthless. But the research team and Kenny, they did play NSAV and they did well with it. They had some good ones, but it's tough. How do you play a stock that's just on a straight trail down? So unless you played it here on the day it went up, very tough. Look at the 1 month, very tough to play, a stock for 5 days straight. How do you make money on that? Straight down. So thank you, but so look at they're making their own crypto. They can do anything, but that's like I said, these ICOs and everything. And it's what is the value of these coins, and it's hard to move these coins. They're on very thin exchanges. They're tough, but you never know. It's kind of like AABB that has the crypto component with it, and that one has rocketed, and today was up a little bit, but that's come back down. So definitely got to be careful with those. But hopefully you do well with it. Chevy for life. Please explain what happened to OCGN if you bought it at the high price. Please explain. I'm not that familiar with this one, but if you bought it at the high price and now it's about half of the high price, you probably have lost some money. But this one's done. Look at this. God, if you own this one at 30 cents, this thing was 30, doing nothing, and it just exploded. So, hold on a second. This thing did 488 million shares today at $9 a share. That's now it says 100 million registered direct offering of common stock price at premium to market. Let's see here. developing person therapies and cure blindness. $10 share. So they're putting it out at $10 a share. So one, you're gonna have a lot of stock flooding the market at $10 a share. That's quite a bit. As a, 10% of its market cap. So it's up after hours, or definitely strong. I don't know. I mean, it's probably worth about $10. I don't really see it as a big rally, especially if they're putting out all the. If you want to buy it, you can buy it for $10. So I don't know why you would pay more than $10 right now, unless they can fill that pipe. But that volume, I mean, the average volume is 61 million. That volume is pretty crazy on it. So without doing a lot more research on it, definitely be hard and stuff to say. Also, don't forget on. With AABB, it's also backed by gold, so at least it has something backing it. So, what do you think about Coinbase? Coinbase, I think it was up. It, had a nice pop, way overvalued in the beginning, but it will definitely be one to watch. If cryptocurrency skyrockets, Coinbase is probably going to go up. If cryptocurrency comes down 10-20%, Coinbase will probably come down. You also have to remember Coinbase has a lot of competition that's taking a lot less fees, like Robinhood and Webull and stuff on these cryptos. So they're going to have to get competitive at some point, which also could hurt profits. Definitely and stuff. Another one, guys, take a look at this one. AppLovin. This one just went public. It's down a little bit today. It's bounced around. They have earnings coming out May 12th, I think. Let's see. Of course, AppLovin. 7 reasons. Of course, Molly Fool doesn't love AppLovin. Shame on them. But this one here, guys, keep an eye on this one. They're going to have a blowout earnings quarter. So the earnings, I think, is May 12th. I may jump in on this one. This one's going to have some blowout numbers. This company is just crushing it. These are all the people I used to do ringtones with back in the day. And I can say my list of billionaires that I don't know has now grown to more than 10 people who are billionaires who I've done business with in the affiliate world. But this one is going to be big, so I'm going to keep an eye on that one. I don't have any inside information. I just know they're doing really, really well in the app space. So, but hey, guys, I hope you guys all had a terrific week. I am finally excited to be back up some. It's depressing when you just have so many days of losses, and I think the one day we had last week that we did win was $8,000. So feels good to be back. Congratulations to Kenny and the research team. Big shout out to all our YouTube sponsors watching. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you click that subscribe button. If you haven't followed me yet on Facebook, make sure you follow me on Facebook. Tell a friend, tell someone, tell everyone about Raja Makes Money, and I hope you guys all have a great rest of your week. And I'll see you guys Sunday for the weekly recap show of what we're about to do, and let's take a look at how the markets are doing, how cryptocurrency did over the weekend. And like I said, if Bitcoin is down under 45,000, we may be buying some again live for you guys. Take care and enjoy.